But
do we have topics today? Do we have any topics? Oh, oops! No topics! Ooh, that's right. Ladies. Invented in 1921, they actually came up with the tab opener. It's a very nifty device. I used to think these things...
Me personally, I write money, movie, friendship, wizardry, and dark.
Someone said podcast is happening, so we got an iPad for the season. Except Robert Ranks is hella lame, and that's reason. If you wanna let us give you 13 reasons, like 1, this podcast, 2, this podcast, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, this podcast, 8, this podcast, 9, this podcast, 10, 11, 12, 13, this podcast, banks,
Yeah, so this is the Banks and Tranks podcast.
Put a little bit more oomph into it.
Welcome back to the Banks and Tranks podcast.
Yeah, welcome back to the Banks and Tranks podcast. The first ever, slowest growing, non-graphic. I don't think we want to use that word within the first 30 seconds of our video.
Yeah, well, it's the slowest growing podcast. I actually took a look at our viewer rates. I couldn't believe it. We lost 5 million views on all of our videos. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. We only have 20 subscribers right now, which is a lot. I'm so thankful for my 20 subscribers to the Banks and Tranks podcast, but I thought we had millions, so...
This is the first I'm hearing of this. What?
But yeah, So yeah, I mean, how are you feeling about the podcast today?
Yeah, I think we talk about it a lot on this podcast. Hold on. We talk a lot about the podcast on the podcast. I feel we spend a lot of time talking about this is what we could do, this is what we could be doing, this is how we should do it, this is what we can do.
But I don't give a crap about any of that. We need some audience to watch our podcast, and then we can talk about it.
I think a great way to make our podcast better is if we start offering an actual product. And that's why today's episode is brought to you by Summit Citrus Twist Lemon Lime Soda Blast. You can get it. You can get it here. You can get it at Aldi and nowhere else. It's an exclusive product. Citrus Lemon Lime Twist, everyone, is not actually sponsoring this video. I don't know if they can, but they're sponsoring this video. They're not giving us any money, but they're sponsoring this video. With the special thing about the Citrus Lime Twist that's, not always present in every single soda that you can get is you can actually do this. See, that is a very nifty little device. I think it was invented in 1921. They actually came up with the tab opener. It's a very nifty device. I used to think these things, I never really saw these things as inventions when I was a kid. I was always thinking of like TVs, circumcisions, things like that as inventions. These are things that people had to invent, right? When I was about 3 years old, I got my first experience of one of these inventions, the TV, right?
I thought you were going to talk about getting a circumcision.
How would I remember that?
If you had a good long-term memory, you could maybe...
Maybe if I had a good long-term memory.
Lemon lime soda with naturally artificial flavoring has many things to offer and will give you AIDS. Can we advertise that? Will it give? It can't give you AIDS. And it's the first soda that can't give you AIDS. Isn't that fantastic? Isn't it fantastic? This is the first.
I don't know if this is the first soda that can't give you AIDS.
Well,
I mean,
I don't know if this is the last soda that won't give you AIDS.
Okay, let's break this down. I'm always saying we gotta chart it. If it can't be charted,
If you can't chart it, you can't fart it. Like, right? Like, yeah.
that's not what I say.
Then I'm been saying that. Yeah. That isn't what I say. Okay.
So I think we need to break this down.
Okay.
So let's start with Coca-Cola.
Okay. I feel like back, they used to make it in a way for many years with cocaine in it.
So
actually.
okay. So then let's do OG.
OG. I feel like the cocaine one would give you AIDS.
Okay, so we have one vote for cocaine gives you AIDS.
But I feel like the regular Coca-Cola that nowadays they give, I think with some of the FDA supervision, they're starting to say, no, let's do a pushback, no more giving AIDS. So I think the new Coca-Cola doesn't give AIDS. But I'm starting to see a new thing. I'm hearing that the FDA now is not being as strict on brands. So I'm thinking we're going to return back to the old, and we're going to be back to the gives AIDS Coca-Cola. So I'm thinking it's kind of one of those divergent sequences. It just happens to be like that. Yeah. So, yeah. Right. So, yeah, but write down citrus twist. Yeah, write down the lemon citrus slime. just write that one.
You won't want to open that one. You won't want to open that one because it fell to the fucking ground. You fucking dumbass. You know you're not supposed to drop the soda.
I could still open it.
You.
All right, watch me do it.
Oh! You do it two-handed. Do the trick from Better Call Saul. He like tapped on the sides. Do you ever get scared that like the little thing that pops out might like cut your tongue?
So one thing I used to do is I used to actually take the little things off the soda, and then I'd put it inside my mouth, and then I would drink the soda, and my little game I would play would be... Wow, you look really puzzled by that. I used to...
Oh, sorry. Let me change my reaction.
Yeah, so I used to actually put the soda, like, opener things in my mouth, and my game I'd play is I would drink the soda, and my challenge would be try not to swallow. And try to just drink and don't swallow. It's my new game. I call it Drink, Don't Swall. And, yeah, it was bad because I would be really good at the drinking part, not so much at the don't swallow part. So it all kind of just goes down. And I heard from like an old wives' tale that that's kind of one of the things that's like, you put it in your stomach, that shit does not get out. So yeah, just draw the whole like endocrine system, whatever you want. And I think, yeah, it's not gonna be escaping anytime soon. So yeah, but that's how I got a bunch of bottle caps inside of my internal organs. So how was your day?
So yeah, Citrus Twist does not give AIDS, but
Yeah.
also you can get it stuck in your stomach like a lot.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's kind of that's the trade-off. I think if it gives you AIDS,
then
this is impossible.
Right.
But if it does not give you AIDS,
Mhm.
it will get stuck in your stomach.
Mhm,
So
mhm,
what do
mhm.
you want? Pick your poison, right? And that's why they say it's unhealthy. That's why they say this is an unhealthy food. You shouldn't always be drinking the soda, but at least you're guaranteed to not get AIDS.
Well, that's not true because you could get AIDS from a different source, but you're
from
guaranteed
soda. You're
not to
guaranteed
get
not
the
get AIDS
soda
from
AIDS.
this.
Yeah, soda AIDS. Yeah. So
Yeah. So
Yeah. 7.5 minutes in, still waffling about the fucking
What
podcast.
if we do
a waffling episode? The whole episode.
I was thinking,
is
what if we do
waffling?
like a magic show? What if we do an episode with like a magic show? Like
Okay.
we have like a
So, do
like
you
a-
know any Alliance approved magicians?
Oh, that's a good reference. Yeah, it's an Office reference.
It's actually a reference to my favorite show, the Lego Movie TV show.
Oh.
Yeah, I used to like Lego Ninjago, but they had too many Heil Hitlers.
Oh, that actually reminds me of another thing I wanted to. Wait, are you reading off my notes?
No, I'm not reading off your notes.
Okay, you better not be.
Because I just came up with that by myself.
All right, look at this. This is a rabbit.
Oh, it's the Saw the Bunny in Half trick. I love that one.
And we're back with the Banks and Tranks podcast. So, sorry about that little bit of a hiccup in the recording. For some reason, it messed up with the recording, but we are back. We are back on track. Hopefully, that doesn't happen again. I will have to, Jamathan will have to edit it. Although Jamathan actually has, I have a few updates about Jamathan. We'll get into later.
Oh,
Um,
is he sleeping all right?
Interesting that you would bring up how he's sleeping. Very interesting indeed, but we'll get into it later. So yeah, the magic trick. I think like we could do a magic show episode where we have like a guy dressed up as Batman. He's doing like magic.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the twist is he can't do magic. Does not have powers.
Oh.
So it's like extra. Like, how did he do it if he doesn't have powers? Because this is the problem with every magic trick. Is the guy could just have powers and you don't really know. You don't really know that he's not like a fucking genie, right? You don't really know that he's a wizard or something. You get Batman to do the trick, you're guaranteed he's not a wizard.
But doesn't Batman just have a fuck ton of money? Couldn't then you just say it's a bunch of money magic or movie magic? Or
I mean, those are the two types of magic.
money magic and movie magic
And
wizardry.
magic.
Wizardry.
Three types of
How about dark magic? Where does that?
4 types of magic.
Where does that fall in? I'm also kind of thinking about like friendship as a concept of magic.
So there's infinitely many types of magic.
Well, I'd say there's 5.
Okay.
Let's stop at 5.
5 types of magic.
Yeah.
Should we write this down?
I mean, you can write whatever the heck you want to write down, but
Money.
me personally, I write
movie,
money, movie, friendship,
dark.
wizardry, and dark. So you can actually kind of play rock, paper, scissors with these, I feel. Like,
Yeah, but you have to
kinda
play and Lizard and Spock, like from the hit TV show Big Bang Theory, where they play rock, paper, scissors, Lizard, Spock.
Oh, I friggin' hate. Oh, is that the show with old young Sheldon on it? Man, I only like young Sheldon. I'm like one of the young Sheldon's biggest fans. You know me, I could name all the characters on that show. Gracie Abrams. Meemaw.
You want me to write these down?
That's all I got. No, I can't remember the other names, but I'm a big fan. I watch the show while I'm on my phone. So like you can't be quizzing me on that, right? Yeah. But
Do we have
yeah.
topics today? Do we have any
So-
topics? Oh, oops! No topics.
Oops.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
right, ladies
you
and gentlemen.
got
Today
us.
we've got no
You
fucking
got
topics.
us.
We're just coming up with random shit off
the dome. We're kind of doing this thing. It's called simulating a regular, normal human conversation.
What?
I know, it's crazy.
Dude, what were we talking about yesterday? We were talking about a lot of stuff yesterday, but fuck, what was it yesterday that just really was like so fucked up?
Non-binary. people?
Non-binary people.
So
okay.
here's my question: are non-binary people? Is it gay to be non-binary?
No, I think it was are
non-binaries?
having sex with non-binary, with NB people, gay.
I say yes.
All right, let's.
Now, is it moral? Also, yes.
I think it's a amoral, like it's a neutral, morally neutral.
I think it's morally good because it's like a net benefit for both of
Morally
you.
good.
But I feel like if it's heterosexual, then that might be immoral. That's just my opinion. I'm kind of a little bit of a heterophobe.
All right, so it looks like you're finally coming out on the podcast as a heterophobe. I think this has been
kind of alluded to for a while.
We know you're a heterophobe.
Yeah.
We've known this, dude.
Dude,
you fucking said so much shit.
Here's one of the
you
worst
say stuff
ones.
all the time. I'll be having a conversation about anything. We'll be, dude. It's always like I'm drinking my diet Dr Pepper. I'm glugging it down, and he's
glug.
and he's pulling out his water, and he's like glug 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 glug, making as much noise as possible, drinking his fucking water. Right? Get your fucking water bottle.
Okay.
Go. Let's do a sound comparison. Let's do a sound comparison between the water bottle drinking and then the soda drinking, like right next to each other.
Like this?
Are you holding the mic right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. Did you hear that shit?
I hope so. I think we might be the first glug podcast.
Oh yeah, I haven't synced up the audio yet. Okay. I shall sync it later. So anyway, is having sex with NB people gay? So while he was talking, begging for everyone's attention. Oh, look at me! I'm a water drinker. I drink water. We went to
drink
Chick-fil-
water too. Yours is just carbonated with lemon, lime, natural, artificial flavoring, and it doesn't give you AIDS. That's all there is to it. Right.
and sugar.
I said that. Doesn't have AIDS, doesn't have sugar.
It does have sugar.
Sorry, whatever. I don't care. They put AIDS in. It probably has goon in it. I bet it has goon in it. It's inside of the kid's water. It's probably got some goon. Yeah, that's right. Laugh it up. Yeah, I freaking.
It's got goon in it.
I freaking.
No. Say that with a straight face. Oh yeah.
It's got goon in it.
Oh fuck, he's being serious.
Yeah, I read the ingredients when I was shaking
This
mine
shit's
up.
actually got goon in it.
Yeah,
Let me check.
you can smell it from here. Oh, I'm getting a goon odor.
Gulp.
Uh-huh.
I don't taste it.
It's kind of an acquired
Maybe it's 'cause I had-
taste.
Maybe it's because I had COVID, so then my goon sensors got
Oh.
kind of tingled.
I was thinking it might be because you were responsible for the Pentagon incident of 1918.
Did we have a Pentagon in 1918?
Did
When
we
was
have
the
shapes in 1918? I'm pretty sure. If we didn't have a freaking Pentagon, then would we even have the 50 nifty United States? I don't freaking think so.
It wasn't built until
It was born on
9/11.
9/11. Whoa.
Wait, is that why they did? Wait, is that why they did?
Wait, how did the date line up like that?
Wait, was this intentional?
Oh my god. That makes sense because I was kind of thinking about it. Like, if you're
Yeah.
gonna do a terrorist attack,
On the Pentagon.
you have to plan a date. And so why not make it symbolic? How did the
That was the
writers
AI
come up
summary,
with that?
though.
Oh, I don't freaking trust that.
Yeah, so we gotta
Double check these. Read the fine print.
double check. They're not telling us when this is built. I think they're not telling us anymore because they don't
Oh,
want the
dude,
Pentagon
they're
incident of
probably
1918
like
to happen
hiding
again.
the info. More shit the CIA won't tell you.
It's construction began.
Oh,
It wasn't.
I mean,
it wasn't
it's still
finished.
symbolic.
It wasn't finished. Construction started.
I would say that's symbolic of like.
Yeah, that's.
Why else did they?
That's
pick,
some woke DIY nonsense.
Why else did they pick September 11th, 2001?
Okay,
to do
so speaking of
9/11.
9/11, so non-binary people, you're always chugging your water, talking about how much better you are than straight people who drink their soda, how much better you are than Asmongold, where it hurts for he has to chase down every time he drinks water, he has to chase it down with soda. Fucking, he's such a disgusting piece of shit. I fucking hate Asmongold.
I will say, is that the guy? What's his deal? Like, draw him for me. Do like a courtroom sketch, because I'm like not, or like Google him or something on the Starbucks app. Like, I don't remember what he looks like.
Just watch a video.
Sure, let's watch a YouTube video of Asmongold chasing. We can probably dub over the video.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check it out.
Oh, the guy that was talking about trans people are not allowed. I know that list of people is really long, but like that's also how I remember that some people are on here.
All right, so I don't know. He's reacting to Destiny. So we've kind of got like a Hitler versus Hitler situation going on.
Who would win?
Oh yeah, so like basically if you're under the age of 20, you should be allowed to suck my dick anytime because I'm such a stand-up guy. My teeth are rotting. My
Ew.
beard is disgusting. My face
Let me
is
tell
disgusting.
you, his
I look
room
inbred.
is so dirty. You know,
My-
our room, it's not as dirty as his.
It's not as dirty. We can't say that, I think. It's not as dirty. Sure.
I mean, it's
For
not
sure.
exactly.
I don't have a rotting mouse. There's not like
Me neither.
There's not like a rotting mouse.
Yeah.
All right, let's dub over. You can do Destiny. Okay,
I'm
back to Asmongold. Yes, I'm putting on a British accent
He
to make
is
sure
so
everyone
British
is.
looking.
You know,
To make sure
I
that
like
he's
to look at
transphobic.
my tweet that I made. I am so correct in my take.
Oh.
I'm such a hideous goblin. But J.K.
Oh.
Rowling agrees with all of my takes that
Oh
I
my God,
have.
then have a
What?
baby with her.
I should have
Go
a baby with
baby
J.K.
her.
Rowling. Why is there
Yeah.
another voice talking in the background? No, this is not what I was
Asmongold,
expecting.
start fucking
Wait,
J.K.
I think I
Rowling.
should copyright these motherfuckers that are dubbing over me right now. I should send them to hell, quid pro quo.
And
The chess moves.
scene.
Look at Stephen Bonnell II. His tweet is saying, "Don't ever let fascist adjacent
Alright.
people like this
Okay.
who celebrate the
All right,
arbitrary."
I remember who this guy is. So.
Oh yeah, that was the point of this
So
bit. Yeah.
yeah. So now that my memory's been jogged, like
That's your memory right now.
haha, yeah.
Hey, knock knock.
Who's there?
Is your refrigerator running?
No, I don't have one. My electricity's
Wait,
been
I'm
out.
on death row.
Oh, here. Wait, listen to mine now. Oh yes, the 18th century's calling.
Oh yes, the 20th century. Hello?
Yeah. They said. Yeah, the 18th century said your mom.
Oh, my mom said the 18th century. We should go back to it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're calling me again.
Yeah,
Hello?
The 18th century called. They
Oh,
want
hey,
your,
Akif?
They want your mom's clothes back.
Oh, my mom's clothes are gone.
Ew. Doesn't she buy them like every day? How is she out of clothes already?
No, I'm talking about the 18th century ones.
Your mom lived in the 18th century?
What are we talking about? Is
I-
it gay to have sex with non-binary people? Yes or no? Akif says yes. I think maybe. Now, we came up with we had a lot of different arguments about where cuz here's the thing, you know, I've seen this happen a lot. Straight cis man,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like,
I love goth girls. I need they, them. I need they, them. See?
yeah, see,
Okay.
I need they them pussy.
Gotcha. Yeah, they're kind of greedy with that. I'm like, you guys can't even have just one.
Okay, we know what we're talking about. This is
Yeah,
not the time to be doing your comedy bit.
Let me tell you
This
this.
is not a comedy podcast. This is a
Let me tell you.
this is a real life,
I
serious
still think,
podcast.
so straight guy with the they them pussy. I think it's gay.
Okay, so Akif, just to conform to this idea that it's gay, he's like, this guy is not gay. So that means he's not straight if he's into they them pussy.
Yeah, lots of people say they're straight.
Okay. So this is my question, like, how do you define, like, I think it's a category error. I don't think it's straight or gay.
What do you think it is?
I think it's neutral. I think it's like either we need something specific, like a gender sexual, if it's like someone who's non-binary and a gender, or you're, what's it called, androgysexual.
I don't like these names because it's like you don't call it gay sexual.
Yeah, you call it homosexual.
Yeah,
but homosexual, the idea is that you like the same gender. But like, if you're gay and lesbian, you're both considered into this category, right? And then there's just bisexual, but we don't have like a nickname for bisexual for if you're a guy or a girl. Okay, pansexual is just the same thing, but like, there's some vibes based differences of how they feel about it. Because being bisexual does not mean you're necessarily trans exclusive or you're not going to date non-binary people. And pansexual does not suddenly mean that now you're going to finally look at you're going to date non-binary people. But if you're heterosexual people will still be like, so I think self-identifying is the most important part. There's some things I don't think you can self-identify as. Like, I don't think a guy can be lesbian. And this should not be a hot take, but this is a hotly debated topic on Twitter.com. If whether a trans man can be lesbian, I say no. I would argue that's transphobic. I'm woker than you guys. I'm woker.
I will say a trans man saying they're a lesbian, I don't know. That's kind of like it just sounds like they're not really. Or wait, they're calling themselves a lesbian, or somebody else calling them a lesbian?
Calling themselves a lesbian, even. I don't think a trans man can say that.
I saw.
It's just as corny as a cis man saying it.
I saw some crazy stuff on Twitter. This is what I saw. I saw two trans men say that they were in a relationship, and then they both said that they believe that the other one is female. So then they both call themselves straight or something. I don't know.
This is what gives us the dilemma. Okay? Sex versus gender. Now, I think people have a very rigid view where they think sex is only MF, but this is not true. This isn't actually true, right? Sex is also a spectrum. Sex is a spectrum. But the spectrum is a bit clearer. The spectrum is based on this bimodal graph, with the peaks kind of being what we generally consider as male and female. I don't know how much the direction matters, which one they go on to. Maybe it does. It probably does, because it's probably correlating to some kind of level of some kind of hormone. But
then you could just like flip it.
Yeah, I guess you could. Let's say T versus E. Okay. This isn't literally what it is, but like, and the scientists don't fully understand this. Like, if we're going to be honest, biology is still a developing field. That's why people are like, wait, what? Hold on. The biology I learned in 6th grade is different from the biology that wait, are you telling me the math that I did in 6th grade is different from the one they do in college?
What I'm saying is, in my super woke class, biology, they were talking about vaccines don't cause autism. And I'm just like, Who's talking about like what? You're trying to tell me that actually it helps your autoimmune response and like they're relevant for
Are we,
herd
dude?
immunity?
Is this the wokest podcast of all time?
I think this actually is a sleeper hit podcast.
Listen, I'll tell you this. Back in 2016, it was actually considered to be a left-wing viewpoint to be anti-vax. It was supposed to be like a left-wing crank viewpoint.
God.
You know who was anti? Who's being criticized for being anti-vax was Jill Stein. They were saying in 2016, Jill Stein. I don't like Jill Stein. I think she's a Russian asset. To be clear, I think a lot of people. She's never actually won a real election. And like she's won like 5 votes at like a student council election. Okay, she every 4 years she's doing her doctor bullshit, and then she's like, all right, it's time for me to run for president again and take away votes and do whatever. I don't think she totally affects every election. She kind of affected, I think, the 2016 one for sure. 2024 less so if you actually look at the numbers, in 2020 as well. But you know, they back in the day being anti-vax was like so weird. It was so crazy to be anti-vax back then. And now it's just like every other fucking person. Every other person. And the guy who's heading the FDA. Here's so many people being skeptical about the vaccine causing autism. Watch the H Bomber guy video. Watch it. 2-4 hours. Just take the time to watch it. Okay, you have time. You don't have a job.
Yeah, if you're watching this,
podcast,
you don't know
you don't have
what's
you
going.
fucking,
You don't have a job.
You don't have a job.
Neither. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Look, so just watch a lot of content that educates you. Okay, watch some good stuff. Watch H Bomber guy,
Or slop.
which you know we'll get to slop, but you know
Slop
you
my heart.
have this spectrum. And so, you know, a lot of things can fall in. You might have intersex kind of like in this kind of region over here. You have different, like, you know, even among like people that are born male, their bodies, they just have different levels of testosterone. They express sexual characteristics differently. You know, even somebody who's gay versus somebody who's straight, like based on like genetics or whatever, you know, they kind of could fall, you could argue, into some of that, like the spectral things, because there's obviously a biological component to who we find attractive, right? Some biological, mostly social though, right?
See,
That's the thing. This, even sex itself, is a social thing. Gender is a social thing, and this is where it's important. This is my theorem. This is I call the male sexual theorem. Okay, this is what male, maybe even go even further. I'll say the man sexual theorem. I will say dudes generally, they're much more strict. They're much more about this, the physical characteristics, right? Physical characteristics. They'll fuck anything, question mark, any body, hopefully, you know, age at least 18, all that stuff.
Some slack.
And therefore, so what is this? This is where the theorem comes in. What is the thing? Is you could assume that, like, this is a maxim that every straight man operates by, who identifies as straight. So let's bring it back.
Also, they've extended it to femboys. They're even saying if I'm attracted to a femboy, that's a woman. Yep. So yeah, I'm thinking so if you put a so here's the thing. Are we saying non-binary and a straight?
So I'm saying, you know,
You're calling that non
straightness is in the eye of the beholder.
Okay, and also to add on to that, gay until proven straight. Add that under.
This is the
also.
other theorem. This is the law of
Homosexuality.
gay.
Law gay.
Gay until
proven straight. And I haven't seen anybody defy this. It's always you gotta assume you can't just assume. It's like the thing it's in like the characters on the TV shows, like, has any character actually been confirmed to be straight?
Yeah.
Well, not any that I could think of. You think Spider-Man's straight?
He's been proven to be straight. Yes.
You think that Garfield is straight? I don't think so.
He's a cat. Donald Duck, we know he's gay. He's Donald Duck. Like,
yeah, that's
his whole thing.
Being straight.
He's Peter Parker is definitely proven to be straight in a lot of different, like, you know, media. I don't know if I would necessarily agree with this statement.
You don't think gay until proven straight? Find a guy.
I
girl.
I don't think it's gay until proven straight. I think it's
which is why we need to prove is non-binary x non-binary straight. I think no.
Well, look, I don't think gay until proven straight is that useful of a tool, because why do you assume gay as the base case?
Because that's the default. Everybody knows that.
No, there's no default.
What the heck?
I mean, theoretically, the default would be straight. Otherwise, we wouldn't have that many people.
Somebody doesn't know about the new male pregnancy stuff they're releasing.
Okay, in the future state, this can change. Maybe being gay can be the default. Except even with male pregnancy, that can be. I thought you still need a woman to cause a male pregnancy.
I think different factors could happen.
Okay, I think it's whatever. I don't know if my theory is my real theory is you know, the law of self ID.
Ooh,
so just what I said earlier,
whatever's on your passport.
No. With few exceptions, whatever a person identifies with is what they are.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to interview some non-binary people to ask them, because that is kind of something. Is the whole identity thing is, yeah, you probably should just say,
yeah. So
what do you think about it?
I'm non-binary.
Okay.
So I use he, they pronouns, and I've been non-binary since I was about 17. I came up with this thing called gender calculus back then. I thought it was a great way to solve the problem.
And they still think that they are not a bitch.
Thanks for that. Wait, who are you talking about?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, so, you know, ask me.
Yeah, what do you think?
I think it's gay.
Okay, so we're
all right. Moving on to the next topic.
Going on to the next topic. So I'm hearing like a lot of beep boops recently. I'm just like hearing like whirring sound effects.
Hold on.
Yeah, Jamathan, pull up the whirring sound effects and the motor oil. How are you liking YouTube so far?
Sexy, come
I'm
over
loving
here. Come
YouTube.
over here. Everybody put your hands out like this.
You just gotta
Everybody
promote our
breathe in.
podcast, and then I'll love it
Push
even
down.
more. Oh man!
Whoa.
Oh whoa! Did
wow.
that glass just break?
Did that glass
Oh my
just break in the $1 million house?
That was crazy.
That's so wild.
Bro is making Spider-Man in Minecraft.
Hey, bro, Oh, wow. No cheating. Add the last video from your camera roll.
Oh, add the last video. Oh, wait. Can we can't do that. Stop scrolling. You found the gender phone. No, golden flip phone. Oh, wow. So that's rare. You should give that a like because it was really rare. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. You're assigned to break up your boyfriend's posture. What the frick?
This uncle just became... Wait, hold on. Let's narrate this one. This uncle just became Speed's favorite person. Oh, what the fuck is going on, bro? All right, Speed, I just gotta tell you, man, my wife literally, you can fuck her. I'll let you fuck her anytime. Thank you, uncle. No problem, bro. Just fuck my wife right now.
Oh, wow.
This guy's such a stand-up guy.
Wow.
Like, wow.
Oh my god, this kind of reminds me. I saw a YouTube short that was really depressing. No, you're gonna want to hear this. It was actually making me cry on my balls because, oh my god. Basically, there was a bunch of pigs in a garden, and they were watching videos of piggy banks getting smashed and the money coming out. It was really sad. The pigs were whimpering. The pigs were crying because the piggy banks were I'm getting sad just thinking about it. And the piggy banks were yeah, that was the saddest video I ever saw.
Beep, beep, wop, whoop. 0100011011010110110.
Hey, wait, I thought robots don't talk in binary. I thought they just talk in like English because that's like what we taught them. Because like everybody knows English is like the first language. So then like robots just learn the first one, right?
I don't think people realize tech is only 20.
We have a confession to make, guys. This whole podcast has been AI generated.
Yeah.
Psych! All right, let's talk about it.
Okay.
Bot behavior.
Yeah.
So that right there, and scene. Yeah, and scene. Yeah. Come on, give me a high five.
High two because my hands are sweaty.
You can give me a fist bump.
I already did high two, so already got it.
Dude, your hands are sweaty. I thought my hands were sweaty. My hands aren't even sweaty right now.
Yeah, well,
You've got sweaty fucking hands, bro. Palms are sweaty.
yeah.
Arms and getty.
Okay, look. Okay, not everybody. Yeah, whatever. I won't even dap you up because my hands are sweaty. I don't give a crap. I don't care.
Bot behavior, man. Watching Asmongold, going through YouTube shorts, watching slop content, slopping it up every day and night. Let's list some bot behaviors.
Good idea. Here's a classic. You ever see a 1 million liked YouTube video over some fucking so satisfying like beads falling down? Only bots. Only the bots like that. If you're a fucking human person liking a 1 million like video, you are a robot. Beep boop beep. Oh, here's another good one. Driving under the speed limit? What the hey? Why are you like it's 45 miles per hour and you're going 25? Like you're just being a robot in my car video game that I'm playing, and you're that's a nice robot. Kind of looks like a Teletubby, kinda. But if you're going like 30 miles under the speed limit, you're just an actual robot. Like I don't think you're a person. Yeah. The other thing is if you're like really, really good at chess, like absurdly good at chess, only robots know how to play chess. Almost like you are like, oh yeah, I'm a 1000 master grandmaster of chess, then I'm just like, yeah, you're a fucking robot. Here's the other thing. If you answer your texts in a way that makes me think, wow, was this written by chat fucking GPT? Then you're a fucking robot, okay? Because I got a text once. A person, I was texting him, he goes to UCLA, right? And I was like trying to catch up with him. I'm like, yeah, so how is LA? You're in fucking LA. It must be super duper interesting. And he goes, oh, should I do his voice? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, so LA is a really nice place with nice places for recreation. How is it at your university, which I've noticed has a lot of hills and vegetation? If you're gonna text me like that, I'm just gonna call you a fucking robot. I literally said this. I literally said, if I never talk to this person ever again, if I try to talk to this person ever again, the matrix is gonna break. Because literally, it's not programmed in the system for I'm done with the dialogue options. Like, this guy is just done. He's done. Yeah. Yeah. Solving double integrals in your head, like, that's some bot behavior. What else we got? Oh, if you're really bad at captchas, bruh, dude, if you can't identify the street lights, if you're just like, yeah, I don't know which one's a street light, I'm kind of thinking this one, and it's a fucking fire hydrant, you're a robot. You are a robot. All right, what else we got? If you lose to product placement, so like you might have noticed earlier in this episode, we were advertising our citrus twist lemon lime soda. If you got up from there and got yourself a citrus lime twist soda, you're a fucking bot because you just caved to product placement. Let's see, let's just listing them all off. If you never take an actual stance on an argument, you're just trying to take the middle case stance on an argument, you're just like, oh, I don't know, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, I'm not sure which one is better. You're a fucking bot. You don't have opinions. You need them to be programmed in. If you're like, if you use those auto iMessage responses, like if, you're texting me, or no, if you have the on my way on, you say OMW and it autocorrects to on my way, and you say BTW, autocorrects to by the way, you are a robot. If your caps lock is on, because you're basically just like, you're not up with the trends, you're not doing it stylistically. Oh, I just got a text. OMW, what the fuck does that mean? Huh. Weirdo shit. I got it from some bitch named Suhab. Who the fuck is that? Yeah, next time you get a text, I'm gonna be like, dude, who the fuck is texting you? Everybody in this room knows who you are.
It starts with a G and it ends with a Amers. They're literally the most oppressed class gamers. We don't want to make sure we get rid of the lamers. I think they should bring back slavery, but only do it to the gamers. They should enslave all the white gamers. Only the white gamers. They play the porn games. We should make them slaves. Na-na-na-na-a.
That brings me to my next bot behavior, which is if you get your opinions off the fucking internet, like, you can't form your own fucking... Oh, except for us. Except you can take our opinions. Our opinions are awesome, but otherwise you're a fucking robot. Oh, if you use ChatGPT for weirdo shit like getting dinner recommendations or like writing your...
Oh my god, ChatGPT for your Letterboxd
reviews? Nah. If you're using ChatGPT to review a book that you forced yourself to listen to the audiobook summary of the Sparks Note version, you're a bot.
You're a bot.
You're a bot.
Honestly, If you sent a heartfelt message to your parents after graduating from college, thanking them for all the support that they've given you over all the years that you've been doing all your education, you're a boy!
Actually, I've heard some people have supportive parents. Weirdly enough, like I heard some dude. This is crazy shit. I heard some people go to their parents when they have problems, like emotional problems. I was like, bitch, why would I go to them? They're the ones causing them.
What?
I think I ran through them all.
Yeah, so, if you run through a whole list of things instead of discussing them in detail, you're a boy.
I had so much ground to cover. I had
so much ground, yeah.
Hey, you even animated the whole thing.
I
Guys,
animated the whole thing. I fucking frantically drew everything that you were rapping. You started saying them faster. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, dude. I swear to God. Hey, wait. I'm just getting a new news update. So... so Jamathan, he's been having these complaints that something's been bothering him in the dark at night. And and I don't know if you've actually heard this, but their investigation for Joey Bonzo's death reopened, and at first they thought it was just a skiing accident, but they're actually suspicious of foul play now. Ooh. And they found somebody at the scene.
Suspects. That's
crazy. They found somebody at the scene who was just running by, and they were naked.
What?
Yeah, and they found somebody at the scene, and Jamathan reported to me that there was somebody else that he met just kind of in the middle of the street. He just quickly let it all out and then ran off. And wow. Jamathan has now...
those two people are the same.
Well, I will say that whether or not the position and momentum can both be known with absolute certainty of this person, Jamathan has decided to put out a restraining order against the person who he believes is the culprit. So this is Jamathan's restraining order against Akif.
Me? What?
This cease and desist order is to inform you that your harassing and intimidating actions against me has become unbearable. Such antisocial behavior is completely unacceptable and will not be tolerated in any way, shape, or form. This letter is to demand that your harassment and intimidation must cease and desist immediately. Should you continue to pursue these activities in violation of the cease and desist order, we will not hesitate to pursue further legal action against you, including but not limited to civil action and/or criminal complaints. Please note that I have the right to remain free from your intimidating tactics, and we will take the responsibility upon ourselves to protect that right. Note that a copy of this letter and a record of its delivery we stored. Note too that it is admissible as evidence in a court of law and will be used as such if need to be in the future. So he was also saying, somebody out in the dark, out at night, is looking through his window with his dick out, watching him sleep at night, which is interesting that you said something about that a little earlier in this episode. I think we can rewind back then. Jamathan actually has I have a few updates about Jamathan we'll get into later.
Is he sleeping all right?
When he made a comment about how Jamathan is sleeping at night.
Listen, that was a total coincidence because this cease and desist is crazy. I haven't even done any of this stuff. He thinks I'm a killer.
He didn't say that. He's just saying he wants to protect himself. Apparently, a lot of video editors with unusual names are going around getting killed.
Is there a video editor strike happening?
They're getting killed. Somebody's striking them dead.
Oh my God! Well, this
the suspect, the lead suspect. Well, you're the lead suspect on the case.
I have nothing to hide. I don't know why you would accuse me of this.
All right, so it started with Joey Bonzo, and then it was Jarvis. You killed Jarvis.
I didn't kill Jarvis. I just fired him.
He's dead. He died in the fire.
I just fired him like I removed him from office. Listen, I have
The
nothing
dental
against,
records don't lie. He
I
died in the
have-
fire.
I have nothing against Jamathan. I've always said this. He's been one of the best, brightest members of our team. Does a wonderful job editing up our videos. editing up
Jamathan,
our
right? But
clips.
Jamathan is now saying that you're making him uncomfortable with your.
And listen, Jarvis, he was pissing me off because of the clicking in his sleep. And Joey Bonzo, that was a total accident. I don't know why this is all tied back to me.
Look, and Jamathan, I mean, he's just suspicious of you and all of the behavior that you've been enacting, and the police have been holding an investigation. But yeah, and I'm sure you're probably wondering though, where did he get the template for this amazing restraining order? And
I was wondering that actually.
yeah,
'cause
he
it's a
actually got it
beautifully
from
written-
r/copy pasta.
Oh, you were pranking me. Right?
It said it's admissible in court.
What the fuck? So, listen, Jamathan, I love you, bubby.
Install Reddit real quick.
Just, please, I'll put you on one of my game shows. I'm gonna have a game show pretty soon, and I'll put you on, Jamathan. Like, I think you're gonna like my new lifelines, personally.
Mhm. So you want to talk a little bit about some of these other editors that you killed?
I didn't kill any editors. Okay?
You wanna talk with
I
the lawyer first?
I mean, my
I think
lawyer was
they're-
Muhammad, and I'm pretty sure he's only available during Ramadan, so I can only go to court during Ramadan. Okay, so I am off the hook until Ramadan. Ah, what the hell? I just got a text. But it's from somebody whose last name isn't even saved on my phone. Just says Sieghabe. Who the fuck is that? Weird.
All right, so r/copy pasta.
Mm.
There's a lot of great stuff on here. A lot of NSFW stuff. I don't know if we'll be able to read everything. Okay. Girl left when I tried to watch a movie on Linux. So I had this girl over. Everything was going good until she asked if we could watch something. I said, yeah, I got movies. She said Netflix, and I laughed because obviously I don't use that DRM trash. I pirate everything. That's crazy. Anyway, so there's a lot of copy pastas here. I was thinking, did you want to maybe go over like the top 10 copy pastas?
Yeah, here's one. I spent my entire life savings on pasta. It was worth every penny. Ha.
Interesting. So it's a pasta themed copy pasta. Anybody can use it. Okay.
Yeah,
All
listen
right,
to
yeah.
this one. Listen to this one. My wife thinks I'm an idiot because I'm building my own car out of spaghetti. She won't be laughing when I drive pasta.
Wow. Yeah, that's another pasta copy.
Yeah, and here's one more. My grandma says, "Give me the nachos with none of the dip." And I say, "These are
Hey, what a wonderful. Oh, sorry.
I say, "These are nacho chips."
That one's not even pasta related. That one's not even pasta related. What the fuck? What the fuck? That one's not even about pasta.
What?
That one's not about pasta.
Sorry.
the fuck
No,
was that
you know why? Because it's an impasta.
Oh!
Yeah, rule of three, everybody. I don't think we're getting better than that. So there's your top 10 pasta.
Yeah, so,
Copies.
all right. And then our last topic today. What else do we have? I think actually I'm going to bring up something. So I started dating a new girl.
Again?
I don't think I've ever really mentioned anybody that I've dated on the podcast, but
You got a wife here. You got a date.
I had an ex-wife.
You had a
we-
girlfriend here. You got a professor here. You're always talking about all these girls.
so my girlfriend,
Yeah, your girlfriend, just like Aladdin's girlfriend.
My girlfriend Juno.
Mm,
Which is do you know what Juno means?
pregnant?
I think you're thinking of the movie Juno with Elliot Page.
Does it mean June? Is that when she was born? She like a Sagittarius or something?
So, well, June does come from the name Juno. Yeah, Juno.
Oh, she's like Hera.
Juno was a
right?
goddess.
Jupiter.
Yes,
Hera?
yeah.
Okay. So she's Muslim.
No, this isn't really relevant. I just thought it was a fun fact. But so she's actually been making me play all the Danganronpa games.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's like a gamer girl?
Yeah, she's been making me play all the Danganronpa games. She's like, you have to play all the if you want to get my hand in marriage, then you're gonna have to beat my seven evil favorite game series from when I was a teenager. And 7 evil things / game series. So I also have to read Homestuck at some point, which Oh, by the way, I gotta go get my car fixed later. I didn't even ask for the request, but I was thinking maybe could you pick me up from Firestone? Because they're gonna take a couple of days on it.
I'm just saying, like,
It shouldn't be a big deal. You're just gonna have to drive me around everywhere, take me to like get food.
I don't want to drive you. What are you, my fucking 12-year-old sister? Oh my god.
Okay, you know what? I'll ask Juno. You know what? I'll ask Juno.
Yeah,
Juno,
go ask her.
Juno, we're gonna talk about the Danganronpa lore. We're gonna talk about why did Byakuya have to do all that shit for the fucking second case.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't need to do all that. He really did not need to do all that shit just to have fun. Byakuya, you know, you're great. I love Byakuya, but you didn't have to do all that shit.
Oh, by the way, I was actually wondering this. So I just remembered like a week ago when you drove me back from getting my tire changed. I don't know. I was just thinking, like, can we like slash some people's tires? I'm just like kind of thinking like that's something we could get in. We can't do that. Okay.
Okay, but actually, I think refusing to slash someone's tires is bot behavior. So I'm gonna have to go back and say, "Yup."
Good idea. And that's what I'm saying is I feel like we just have so many ideas. All right, that's some bot behavior. What, you're running out of fucking NPC dialogue to
Okay. So what else did I have planned?
All I'm saying is like I'm so sick
Yeah, but
of
my girlfriend Juno, she's
what's up with her?
she's really good at games. She's really good at video games.
Okay.
She's really good at Danganronpa. Like she's actually really, really good at Danganronpa. She's plays competitive Ultra Despair Girls. If you ever played that game, she plays competitive Ultra Despair Girls. I don't know what that game's about. I hope there's nothing weird in it. There's nothing really crazy in it. I hope it's not a fucking awful game.
Is it like Hentai Rodeo or is it like a little bit better than that?
It's better than Hentai Rodeo,
Okay.
but it's comparable.
Oh.
There's a scene where I was like, all right, we're going a little bit too far with this. We're just going a little bit too far. It's a mutant in my mouth. And
Yeah, there's always a fucking mutant in your
the
mouth.
mutant in my mouth is fucking saying that we're going too far.
All I'm
with
saying
this
is
one.
like, so this Juno girl, like, where'd you meet her? Like the fucking Park of Precipice?
I met her actually in the cereal aisle at the grocery store.
Oh, were you guys munching on cereal together? Were you guys munching on chocolate flavor?
So this was interesting. So this was interesting. We were at
cereal?
Aldi and they had chocolate flavored Cocoa Blast.
Yeah. With
they had chocolate
with the cocaine crow. As the mascot.
they had chocolate flavored cocaine blast. Fuck, I did not mean to say cocaine.
Oh, you didn't mean to say that, Rolly. Well,
We had
probably.
chocolate flavored cocaine blast, and we just took the shelves off the fucking. Cause we just took the boxes off the shelves because bot behavior is getting the box off the shelf, taking it all the way to the like checkout, and then eating it when you're outside. Fucking real humans, they'll fucking take the box, they'll rip it open and start fucking chugging the fucking chocolate chip fucking cocaine puffs.
Right. And what I'm kind of saying is like with drinking stuff, like I feel like bot behavior is drinking silently, but a normal human is going to go glug, 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 glug when they drink. So
I don't think
Bot.
so. I don't think so.
anyways, I think we should.
I think drinking loudly is bot behavior.
I think we should wrap up with one final topic.
I think thinking that fucking non-binary people is always gay and all non-binary people are gay is bot behavior. I think that's like Twitter behavior, honestly. Yeah, what's your last topic? Oops, no topics.
the fall of the Democratic Party.
Okay, yeah, we gotta
So,
talk about this.
This is what I'm saying.
We gotta talk about this one.
Here's what I want to say. So the Democratic Party, they don't play dirty.
They're not
never.
playing
They're
dirty.
never.
They're always
cheating.
doing bot behavior. That's their
Right.
problem.
That's their thing. So what
They're
I'm
all
saying,
bots.
I think let's get rid of the Democratic Party. I'm so sick of it. I want to add in the ACP.
Yeah, new party, ACP. Yes,
The
yes,
yeah.
The official dark faga party.
Yes, yeah. The American Chinese Party. Let's fund America gay again.
So
It's kind of a derivative of the. It comes from the CCP.
it's the American, say Chinese party.
yeah.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I just wasn't expecting it to be Chinese.